And were you around doing this kind of stuff in 2000 2009 when we had the last big recession?
Yeah, yeah, I was.
And yeah, how is that? How did that go?
I mean, I think this actually goes, and the firm that I was working at the time, I had a very nice university and hospital-based practice.
Hmm.
And I actually learned something from them at that time is like a diversification of clientele can help you withstand economic downturn. So, if all of your clients are in the tech sector, you're going to be more dramatically affected by the recession than people that have a smattering of cases. Hospitals, even though there are some creaks in the foundation, are typically universities tend to have increased enrollment during recession because
Hmm.
people want to go back and get different education. So having university clients can be very beneficial. But to me, like um, having a diversification of your client type is an excellent way of balancing when you're dealing with a potential recession. And certainly, that's what really helped that particular firm that I was working with back during the last one kind of weather the storm. On a personal level, I do remember the volume of work that we were doing like decreased substantially, but um, on the whole, that's what was their saving grace.
So I guess the key takeaway is have that cash balance to hold you over in case
Yeah,
something pops up. Adjust spending. I mean, it's kind of household kind of stuff as well that a person would do. On my end, I'm increasing practice areas to kind of make up for any losses. Do you do H2Bs and stuff like that?
yeah, we do a lot of H-2B work. I love the H-2B program. Personally, I think we need like a year-round low-skilled visa classification, but I'll save that for another discussion.
Well, what kind
Just
of jobs are you doing? Is it hotel workers or farm workers? I don't do that category yet.
so
Farmers is a
farms,
different category, right?
yeah, farms H2A. H2B is your temporary seasonal stuff. For us, it's like people down the Jersey Shore
Mm-hmm.
or, working in factories that have a higher output during certain years. A lot of resorts, a lot of
Yeah.
resorts deal in the H2B program. Um, But there's been no slowdown of requests on that front. They still can't find people to do the work. So, H2B has become like a really great practice area for the firm.
How do you price that? Because I mean, it's low skilled workers, the amount they're going to pay is not that much, but I'm guessing they're going to want like 20, 30 people. So the firm kind of makes it up on volume on a flat rate. Or how do you price a case like it's not EB1A where it's a one off, like, high skilled person? Like,
Yeah, it's a great question. Without giving specifics, we charge a base fee
mhm.
for the temporary labor certification, then we charge an amount per worker.
I see.
So the more it really becomes economical if they're using a lot of them. If
Exactly.
you're
Yeah.
if you want one H2B person, it's really not worth it. But if you're doing 10, 15, 20, then it becomes a great classification.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. So it's because I remember when I first started, I had a friend who got one and he was doing the research for it and stuff. I'm like, this is going to cost a lot for one person. Like, it's just, it doesn't make sense unless the person is really needed, really bad, and they're just going to do it.
I mean, it's a labor certification, so it's like going through perm, but at a very fast pace.
Yeah.
So, and that's pretty much it. But it's to show like, recessions aren't created equal. They
Hmm.
affect different markets for different reasons. And I think honestly, like understanding your practice is a critical part of it. Like, where are your clients? Are they going to be affected? Are they not going to be affected? Like, take stock of what you have going on. And if you don't have a line of credit, and if I would get one if you don't have that safety net in terms of finances lined up.
Hmm.
Um, Again, I don't think debt's bad as long as you know how to manage your debt.
Yeah. And
So,
during these times, it's a good way to pick up talent. So if some other firm couldn't keep talent because of management or thing, might have some great lawyers that you could pick up during this time. So just
I
gotta
mean, that's what
opportunity comes
that's
with
what yeah, that's what they're saying about the tech sector. Like the guys that are really good and having reputations, they're having no problem getting jobs after being laid off.
yeah.
So I would agree. I mean, I think it's going to hold for lawyers. I think there's going to be a lot of good opportunity for hiring coming up.
I
But
appreciate
it will be
it.
interesting, man. It'll be very interesting. I do think this is going to be unlike anything we've seen before, and hopefully it'll be very short-lived.